Hi, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me here today. We are going to be doing a short practice. This is sort of just what I do every single morning. Before I sit and meditate, I always like to just get a little bit of movement out there. This is in no way meant to be like a huge full body practice. This is movement just to shake out the energy, okay? So we're just shaking out energy. Move however feels good to you. Something that I'm doing doesn't feel good to you, don't do it. And let's get started. Okay, so meet me on your mat. And like always, let's go ahead and start in child's pose. So we'll bring our big toes to touch, let your knees fall out wide, and then let your chest and your head and everything just fall heavy to the mat. And go ahead and take a few deep breaths here. Maybe just setting an intention for your practice. What it is that you need or what it is that you want to let go of. Don't overthink it, just let it be the first thing that comes to your mind. All right, and if you're ready to move on, let's go ahead and take our fingertips and spider crawl them over to the right. Getting a nice stretch through our left side body to feel good. And then taking our fingers over to the left. Feeling that nice stretch in your right side body. And coming back to center, coming back up to all fours. Let's go ahead and move through some cat-cow. So drop your belly, your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, you're gonna round your spine. Gaze goes right up to your belly button. A few more times like that. Inhale, gaze goes up, belly falls. And exhale, round. You can add in a little organic movement so that feels good. Just moving through these cat-cows, just waking up your spine, waking up that vertebrae, moving your energy. And begin to just connect your breath with your movements. All right, and coming back into a neutral spine, go ahead and walk your palms up just about 6 inches or so. Tuck your toes underneath you and come on into downward facing dog. This is most likely your first down dog of the day. So give yourself a moment here, just pedal out your legs. Just once again, moving organically, however feels good to you. Remember, there's no right or wrong in any of this. You're just moving to what feels good in your own body in this moment. All right, coming back to a neutral position. Palms pushing down into the mat. See if you can sink your heels, melt your heels down to the mat a little more. All right. On your next inhale, go ahead and take your right foot and sweep it up towards the ceiling, all the way as high as you can, and then letting that right knee bend, opening up your hip, letting your right foot fall out to the left. Getting a nice opening and stretch here. Take a moment to just breathe. Inhale, bringing that foot back up to center, back up to neutral. And this time as you exhale, you're going to step that right foot through in between your hands. Drop your left knee down into the mat, sweeping your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Just take a nice slow lunge here. Just allow yourself to just melt down into the mat, reaching your fingertips up towards the ceiling. Gaze can go up towards your hands. And as you exhale, take your left hand, place it down on the outside, the inside of that right foot. Lift your left knee, twist open to the right. Should be a nice gentle twist here. Probably your first twist of the day. Should feel good. Gaze goes up towards your fingertips. One more big inhale. And as you exhale, bring your right hand down, and we're just gonna go ahead and just take a little quarter turn, so you're facing the length of your mat now. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, just forward fold. Melt down in between your legs. Let your head just fall heavy. Ooh, this always feels so good. Just shake out your head, yes or no. You can take your fingertips and walk them through your legs, walking them towards the space behind you. Maybe take a bend in your right knee, a bend in your left. Just kind of moving again organically, however feels good. Just waking up the body. All right. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Push up for a halfway lift. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, let's go ahead and take that quarter turn once again towards the top of your mat. Both hands are around your front right foot. This time as you exhale, step your right foot back to meet your left. You're in a high plank position. And from here, we'll lower all the way down into the mat, letting your belly touch, untucking your toes, coming up onto your forearms for Sphinx pose. This is probably your first back bend of the day, so just be gentle with yourself. I always like to give my hips a little wiggle here. Take a big inhale and exhale, release. This time, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Push down into the mat, lifting your chest off of the mat for a big inhale. And this time as you exhale, come back to downward facing dog. Just take a moment here to notice the difference between your right side and your left. This is why we do this work, just to open up our body. So your right side should definitely feel different than your left, but we're gonna go ahead and match it here. So on your next inhale, take your left foot, sweep it all the way up towards the ceiling. When you can't lift it any higher, go ahead and bend that left knee, opening that hip. You can take any circles that feel good, maybe open and bend your left knee. All right, and your next inhale, straighten out that left leg. Once again, lift those left toes up towards the ceiling, 1 more inch. And exhale, step your left foot in between your hands, dropping your right knee down into the mat. Taking a nice low lunge here. This time, instead of just going ahead and reaching our arms up towards the sky, let's interlace our hands behind our back. Just open our chest here. And then we'll take our arms and sweep them up towards the ceiling. You're sinking down to that left knee, at the same time lifting up towards the ceiling. 1 more big inhale. And as you exhale, take that right hand, place it down on the mat, untuck your right toes, sweeping your left arm up towards the ceiling, taking this nice gentle twist here. Take a big inhale. And as you exhale, we're gonna go ahead and take that quarter turn once again towards the side of your mat. Take a big inhale and exhale, just fold. Coming back to neutral, take a big inhale. And as you exhale, once again to the top of the mat, both hands around that front left foot, stepping your left foot back to meet your right, coming into downward facing dog. Okay, from here, coming down onto our knees, let's go ahead and take a very gentle back bend here. So interlacing your hands behind your back, you're just sitting on your shins here, interlacing your hands behind your back. Any interlace works. Go ahead and just reach your knuckles towards the back of your space, the back of your mat. If it feels good, your knuckles may touch the mat. You can take your chin back if that feels good. Just a nice gentle back bend. All right, and releasing, and let's lower all the way down onto your back. Ooh, I gotta move this. All right, coming down onto your back. Oh, whenever I get down to the mat, I always like to lift my legs up, especially in the mornings. This always feels so good. Give your knees a gentle squeeze. And let's just open up the back of those legs really quick. So let's go ahead and take our left leg straight into our chest, letting our right leg fall down towards the mat. Just give your left leg a gentle, gentle pull. Reaching your nose up towards your knee. Just feel a slight engagement in your belly. Then a nice stretch in that left leg. And let's go ahead and inhale and just switch. And switch. Really just focusing on the length of your legs, finding a little more length in each pull. Think of this as just opening up your body, not so much as core work. We're just opening up the back of our legs. It should feel good. All right. Both legs up. Let's go ahead and just give them a gentle bend in your knees and give your legs a gentle squeeze. And then from here, let's take both knees over to the left, letting your arm and your gaze just fall to the right. Staying here for a few breaths. We're in no hurry. Coming back to center. Once again, give your knees a squeeze, letting your legs fall over to the right. Gaze falls over to the left. These spinal twists are so good for us, especially in the mornings. If I do nothing else in the morning, I always get a few twists in. This sequence is so good, just kind of make it your own. You always just want to think about, like, how can I get my body and my energy just to wake up? So feel free to take this and just make it your own. Okay, from here, let's rock on up to a seated position. And then let's take both legs out in front of us. I'll face you. We're just going to do a gentle forward fold. So both legs are straight out long in front of you, reaching your fingers up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, just forward fold gently over your legs, letting your head fall, tucking your chin slightly to find a little more length in your neck. Once again, sitting up nice and tall. I always like now, before I move on and sit and meditate, to take my legs and give a little crisscross applesauce. And then from here, we're just gonna, with your left leg in front first, go ahead and just forward fold. It should feel nice, stretching that left hip. And I always like to just kind of spider crawl my fingers over to the right. So your left shin is in front of you, and you're spider crawling off to the right with your fingers. Coming back to center, and now spider crawl your fingers to the opposite side. And back to center. And let's uncross and recross our legs to the opposite cross. So don't worry about whatever it was, just do the opposite wherever you were. And once again, forward fold. Feeling this nice stretch in the right side body this time. Go ahead and spider crawl your fingers over to the left. Ooh, this feels so good for me. It's right into your QL. We carry so much tension in our hips and our backs, so this should feel good. All right, coming back to center, sitting up nice and tall. From here, you are ready to sit and meditate. Move on with your day, whatever feels good. Bring your hands together, heart center to touch. Take a big breath in and exhale, letting it go. All right, my friends, I hope that warmed you up to sit and meditate this morning, or just a simple way to shift some energy throughout your day. I will see you on your mat soon.